ولا تقف ما ليس لك به علم إن السمع والبصر والفؤاد كل أولئك كان عنه مسؤولا.
And do not accept anything that you have no knowledge thereof. Indeed, you have the hearing, the eyesight, and the mind, and you are responsible for using them.
So what are semiprimes? These notes are taken from the wiki page. And in mathematics, a semiprime, also called biprime or two almost prime or PQ number, is a natural number that is the product of two not necessarily distinct prime numbers. In the RSA, Rivets, Shamir, and Edelman factoring challenge, RSA Security offered prizes from 1991 for the factoring of specific large semi-primes, and several prizes were awarded. The most recent such challenge was closed in 2007. So it's a tremendous task to factor out the primes of a semi-prime. That means that there are the two primes that have been multiplied together and create a semi-prime. That direction is easy. Multiplying two numbers is easy. However, once you got the product and you want to factor it out into two primes, then it becomes a very challenging task. It's a very formidable mathematical task to factor out large semi-primes. And so one can go through this RSA challenge, factoring challenge on the web and on wiki pages. There are several wiki pages for that. You can go ahead and study about that. But it's an extremely daunting task to factor out the semi-primes. And so these semi-primes are used for encryption of your bank accounts, any kind of navigation systems that people do not want somebody else to know about it, like satellites and space crafts and self-driving cars and all kinds of different things that needs security issues that need to be hidden from the public. So hackers cannot hack into the system and take control of different various things that's supposed to be records and that has to be private, and nobody wants to leave that door open for the hackers to log in.
Okay, so some semi-primes, I listed them here. In the same way, they're composite, so we have to make a table to realize their index. The 19th one is actually 55, and the 19th semi-prime, as it was shown in the previous slide, the 19th semi-prime is 55, and 55 being a semi-prime is 5 times 11. The 5th and the 11th primes are 11 and 31 respectively, and 1131st prime is 9127. And Surah 9 or chapter 9 has 127 verses. The concatenation of the two factors 5 and 11 yields 511, and so the 511th lonely prime is 6121. The index of prime number 6121 is 798, and 798 is the frequencies of Kaf plus Ha plus Ya plus Ain plus Sad in Surah 19 or chapter 19. Again, the 19th semi-prime is 55, and 55, the factors are 5 and 11. So 5 times 11 is 55. And now this time, I'm looking at the indices of these two factors, namely 5 and 11. So the third and the fifth primes are 5 and 11, respectively. Okay, now the last slide I looked at 5 and 11 as indices of 11 and 31. Now this time I'm looking at it as the indices of those two factors, which are 3 and 5. Okay, so the third and the fifth primes are 5 and 11 respectively, and 35th prime is 149. Okay, so as I was saying, the 149 is an emirp, and it is the 11th such prime. You can verify this on wiki pages, and there are several wiki pages on these emirps, which means that if a number is written backwards, it's also a prime. So 149 is an emirp. That means that if you write it backwards, which is 941, is also a prime number. So the emirp of 149 is 941, and it is the 31st such prime number. Okay, and then 941st composite is 1131, as we showed. 1131st prime number is 9127. So note the indices of the emirps, 149 and 941. They are 11 and 31 again, respectively. Okay, so it goes back to 1131. So again, 1131st prime number is 9127, again telling us that 9 has 127 verses. And all of these are coming from the 19th semi-prime, which is 55. Okay, so this is how it's generated.